Jang is a student who doesn't enjoy socializing much and likes being alone most of the time. Her peers tease her because of her unique personality, which leads her to prefer eating and reading alone at the library. Nevertheless, she has a remarkable talent for writing, and she even secured third place in the school's writing competition. Her upbringing has been challenging, as she grew up in a troubled home with an alcoholic father who sometimes becomes physically abusive. Jang finds solace in hiding in a closet during these times. Her mother, who works as a janitor, is often busy and unable to provide much affection. Jang finds comfort in playing an online game called Wandering World, where she takes on the persona of a male archer named Dark. In this virtual world, she forms connections with other players, including two archers whom she envisions as her crush, Yang, and a female character named Weena, who she associates with a classmate named Baek. During a school assignment to watch a movie in groups, Jang ends up with Yang, and they watch the movie alone. She secretly admires Yang's kindness during this time. Despite challenges, such as her favorite online game closing down and losing touch with Weena, she is determined to keep a connection with her by meeting her in person at a free hug event. Unexpectedly, Baek, a beautiful classmate who rarely interacted with Jang, becomes friendly and starts spending time with her. They bond over stories, with Baek suddenly showing a lot of kindness. Jang's confusion grows as she wonders why Baek is behaving this way. A new development arises when Yang informs Jang about his interest in learning drums. Despite being a novice, he is invited to join the school band, which makes him popular among the students. Jang is surprised when Yang tells her directly about joining the band and questions his motives. Feeling inferior due to Yang's newfound popularity, Jang seeks advice from Weena about her feelings for him. In a candid conversation, Jang reveals her true identity as Dark to Weena, who she imagines as a beautiful classmate named Baek. One particularly challenging day at school, Jang faces accusations of plagiarism after she and Baek submit similar stories for a writing competition. Baek's kindness towards Jang was seemingly motivated by the desire to copy her work. The situation becomes more complicated as their teacher and peers believe Baek more readily due to her looks, causing more bullying directed at Jang. Things take a heart-wrenching turn when Jang's father mistreats her, leaving her feeling hopeless and unloved. Despite this, she is reminded of Weena's caring presence. Therefore, Jang decides to meet Weena for a final farewell. She stops Weena and asks her to show her face for the first time. Jang is taken aback when she realizes that Weena is actually a handsome boy named Jai. Jai believes that Jang shouldn't consider ending her life so abruptly. He suggests that she create a list of things to accomplish before she passes away to avoid having regrets. Surprisingly, Jai, who also comes from a troubled background, has similar thoughts about ending his own life and is working on his own list. He deeply understands Jang's feelings of despair. Seeing how low Jang is feeling, Jai encourages her to add items to her list. Remembering her desire to visit Hongdae, Jang finally has an entry for her list. They have a great time there, including a visit to a pizza restaurant where they indulge in a very large pizza, a long-held wish for Jai. He is usually too shy to eat out alone. Jai also asks Jang to accompany him to the dentist due to his fear. This visit is another item on his list. Spending time with Jai uplifts Jang's spirits, and she regains the motivation to return to school after a brief absence. Feeling more empowered, Jang becomes brave enough to confront Baek about her actions. When Baek continues to deny her wrongdoing, Jang seeks help from a student named Ran, who despises Baek. Ran leaks the situation to the media, leading to a school trial where Jan and Baek are pressured to reveal the truth. Baek eventually confesses to copying Jan's story, resulting in a complete shift in the dynamics. Now, Baek faces the bullying that Jan had endured, and Jan is no longer mistreated by her peers. Despite her improved circumstances, Jan is sympathetic towards Baek and supports her when she's bullied. In a park, Jan witnesses an interesting event involving Jai. He coerces someone to hug him, even though that person is unwilling. This person turns out to be Jai's estranged best friend, whom he had hurt in the past. Jai's actions are driven by a desire to mend their relationship and fulfill the last item on his list, hugging his friend. With this accomplished, Jai feels ready to end his life. Jan is heartbroken by the idea of losing Jai, someone who helped her during her darkest times. She is deeply grateful to him for preventing her from taking drastic measures. The story concludes with Jai's decision to travel to Alaska to meet his father. Before leaving, he bids farewell to Jan and gives her a letter that reassures her that it's okay to cry when feeling sad. The letter serves as a reminder that shedding tears isn't a sign of weakness, but rather an expression of strength, a way to release emotions and find solace. The story wraps up, leaving viewers with a message of the importance of human connections and the ability to find hope even in the most challenging circumstances.